Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gamecocks offense will go on the attack first. Give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Rivero. Steps away. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
The play action fake. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quick, though. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack at another offensive odyssey. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
To the air, it's Rivero. He's got him. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And the tackle was made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hayward. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on 1st down. Wide open downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Brown will throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Flips it out to the back. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls and fires complete. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Great place to start for this offense. Brown wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they've been waiting for for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Finds a tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Run in the red zone. It's Hayward. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Back to pass. It's Rivero. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Makes the grab. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Bryant. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Rivera. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hand off from the shotgun. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Knight. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Back to throw, it's Rivera. Safe completion on the screen. Can't get him to the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slipped in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
He's looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it in.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Brown will throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical...
Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Rush is on him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebacker
turning it on. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Rivero. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Punch for the tackle. He's in open space downfield. Lots of running room. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. And that's one of the ways that you can get the corner there is running the option and pitching the ball to the back.
Yeah, this defense, boy, they got to be careful in this game because it's not just going to be a heavy dose of running in between the tackles right up the middle, but they better be ready to go sideline to sideline and try and defend these option plays.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Scanning the field, it's Rivero. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding.
So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Across the 45. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Rivero. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. Listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, and the offense did their job.
Bringing it out. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at